Hey guys, this is Chris Norwood with another episode of All About the Music. And today we're going to be talking about, this year's been kind of crazy, right? There's been some turmoil. There's been some turmoil. And with that, a lot of the music has been delayed or postponed indefinitely, whatever indefinitely means. But we're going to go over, there's been an astonishing lack of great albums that have come out this year. But we're going to sort of dive into the ones that have come out that I've been a little excited about in any kind of way. So the beginning of the year started, we had a Stabbing Westward was a band that I was a little bit intrigued with. Not a super fan. Apocalyptica, I can't talk tonight. Maybe. Let's see. Poppy. Everybody's talking about Poppy. What's the deal with Poppy? Who is Poppy? Is her music poppy? And will know us by the Trail of the Dead. I've been wanting to check that out. Kind of was into them, in the 2000s. Anti-Flag, I kind of gave 2020 Vision a listen or two. And, it didn't really encourage me to download it. But Anti-Flag is kind of a band that I want to get into at some point. Let's see, who else? Eminem's Music to Be Murdered By. Pretty good, right? Like, it was a pretty significant return to form for him. Who is Mac Miller? I keep hearing people talk about Mac Miller. I am unfamiliar with Mac Miller. Breaking Benjamin, I'm sorry. I know so many of my friends love them. I just, and it's not that their music's terrible. I don't like their style of rock and roll. I've tried. I know so many people that love them. I just, they're okay. They're okay. If somebody offered to take me to a Breaking Benjamin concert and it was less than $60, I may go. I'm not a fan of Chevelle, but I actually enjoyed them in concert. Moving on to albums in 2020. Drive By Truckers, I hear good things. Kesha, I've heard good songs by her. Lil Wayne, I did listen to Funeral, and it's not his worst work. He's done a lot worse. It's entertaining for a Lil Wayne album. Hey buddy, Theory of a Dead Man, pretty terrible. I am going to tackle their entire discography, but I'm not looking forward to that. I really would rather not, but I got to hear all the music that's ever been made. Green Day, Father of All. It's been the best album to come out this year, and got a lot of hate, got a lot of criticism. It has pretty filthy complete album title. I don't know. It's been the only big rock release this year, at least in my opinion. I did give Spanish Love Songs a chance because of John over at ARTV. He praised it, and I see why people like it. It just, it kind of wasn't my flavor. Stone Temple Pilots' new album is a dud. I don't understand why, if you're trying to recreate and rebrand a band, why are you releasing an extremely dull, gray-colored, acoustic ballad album with no personality whatsoever? I feel like they need to be getting their new lead singer, just give him free reign to rock out, and it's just bland and boring. Who else we got? Hollywood Undead. Has anybody else heard, or has anybody heard New Empire Volume 1? I do like that they're changing their style. It's kind of weird that they're just I guess they don't have a rule about the masks. Like Slipknot says you'll never see them perform without the mask. Hollywood Undead just kind of playing fast with the mask rules, right? Nathaniel Radcliffe, kind of keeping tabs on him. I don't know much by him. Suicide Silence, pretty decent band. Tame Impala, that's a new band that I'm kind of trying to keep tabs on as well, see what they're doing. Best Coast, I've heard some good things by them. Grimes, I hear you guys talking about that. I'm on here. King Cruel. Ozzy Osbourne's Ordinary Man, pretty good for a late career Ozzy album. Got to give him props there. He's still doing it, even though he's so old. Five Finger Death Punch, I could do without them. I really don't like anything they've done. I mean, some of their songs are okay. I heard their new song on the radio, and it was alright. It was alright. That's all I got to say about them. I don't really want to bash anybody. I did, I tried to listen to Noel Gallagher's Flying High Birds. There's some good songs there. Who else we got? We're into March now. Boomtown Rats had a new album. Code Orange, Underneath. I need to do an album review of that. Wow. Got me listening to so much heavy metal right now. It's ridiculous. Very interesting. Very, very eclectic. February, March. Adam Lampert's got a new one. I actually might check that out because he's the front man of Queen. Okay? And he's doing it better than Freddie Mercury. And I know that's blasphemy, but it's true. He's singing. He's singing like nobody can sing. Nine Inch Nails have released a new album. Some of these, Pearl Jam's Gigaton. I was initially pretty excited with the singles, Super Blood, Wolf Moon, and Dance of the Clairvoyants were fantastic. Everything else is just kind of meh. Let's see, let's move on to second quarter, shall we? All Time Low, I gave it a shot, wasn't impressed. Let's see, I'm going to skip. Grey Days, Amends, I just listened to it tonight. Fantastic album. The Strokes, The New Abnormal, fantastic album. So there's some good, you got Green Day, The Strokes, Grey Days. Fiona Apple, I keep hearing about her new album being fantastic. Everybody's praising it. Tech-N9ne is an interesting rapper. X, I listen to X's Alphabet Land, and I appreciate that they are still being creative so far into their career. Don't have a lot of good things to say about it. The Used Heartwork started out strong. Started out as a really strong rock record, and then kind of just quickly went way too emo for me. Kenny Chesney, I haven't listened to the new one yet. What else do we got? It is hot in here. A lot of stuff I've never heard of. Future, don't know much about Future. Moby, I still need to listen to that. The 1975, I'm hearing crazy stuff about that new album by the 1975. What is going on with those guys? They're just all over the place, right? Let's see. Let us see. The Black Eyed Peas have a new album. When did this happen? I usually, there's somebody that I kind of keep tabs on, and I didn't know about Translation. What the heck? How did that one sneak by me? Bob Dylan has a new record. Need to check that out. Lamb of God. I keep hearing about that self-titled. And Mushroom Head. I want to check out. Do I say Mushroom Head funny? Everybody criticizes how I say mushroom. 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 Newfound Glory. I'm going to check it out, but I know exactly what I'm going to get. And I'm not too happy about it. Newfound Glory, you third tier punk band, probably fourth. They're like down there with like Simple Plan and the emo bands that I don't know the names of. Let's see what else we got. We got, You've Already Been Out, buddy. Third quarter, July. That's what we're in now, July. What do we got coming out? Willie Nelson's new album, First Rose of Spring. We have Static X, Project Regeneration, Volume 1. BTS, Bush. I haven't really been digging modern day Bush. They used to be one of the biggest 90s bands. Now they're not. The Pretenders have a new album. I might check that out. Neck Deep, I hear good things. Neon Trees, I also hear good things. Alanis Morissette has a new album coming out. Might be worth a listen, right? Who else we got? That's it for July. And then we got August coming up. We got Biffy Clyro. Hearing a lot of great things about them too. Katy Perry, Bright Eyes, Paris. Seether just announced a new album. Bowling for Soup just announced a new album. Youngblood. I'm getting into Youngblood. He's annoying, and I don't like to look at him, but some of his songs are good, and he's a very talented young man. Who else? Tricky is a very unique rapper. Love some Tricky. The Flaming Lips. Keith Urban, don't like him. Fourth quarter, we're getting through this year. October, Bon Jovi 2020. Bon Jovi may be running for president. That would be interesting. I'll be old enough to run for president this year. Blue Oyster Cult have a new album coming out. Interesting. And then we got some real quick unscheduled or TBAs. Adele, Alicia Keys, Angels and Airwaves. Billy Talent, very exciting about that one. Bring Me the Horizon, I might give it a listen. The Cure, wow, The Cure may drop an album this year. May come out next year, we don't know. A Day to Remember, Deftones, the Doobie Brothers, Evanescence dropping a new album at some point. Again, things are a little bit wonky this year. Who else? Megadeth may do it. Midnight Oil. My Chemical Romance may drop a new album. Nicki Minaj. Some people that I'm vibing with. That's Scorpions. That might be worth checking out. SZA. And that is it. Man, I don't know what is going on with the Offspring. 2012. Your last album was 8 years and counting ago. And Tiger King took down your Hey Kitty Kitty. What is going on? And they've got a lawsuit with one of their former members now. Come on, man. System of a Down, Offspring, Plus 44. Nirvana. One of you great bands. The Beatles. Some of you guys need to reform. All of you guys need to reform immediately. Reform immediately. Thanks, guys. Like and subscribe. Have a good night. Like and subscribe. Have a good night.